Philomena, please, don't start.
I can't help it. I just can't believe this has happened.
Well, it has, and it's over and done with. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner we can all get on with our lives.
Yeah, but to resign as chief of the police, you...
I had no choice. Isn't it time you went to pick up Robin?
Yes, I go get my purse.
Philomena.
Yes?
Just like cheer up, maybe, because, you know, it's hard for Robin and she's upset, and we've got to be strong for her.
All right.
I'm not being out of reporter. Oh. Hello.
Hi.
I thought you were a reporter.
Haven't you had enough?
Yes, I certainly have. Perhaps one or two will come by for a post-mortem.
You made the headlines again.
Oh, wonderful.
I came by to see if it was a big mistake.
You know what they say? Press never lies.
I'm sorry to have this happen after losing Duke.
That's just for starters. They will, just as soon as your yesterday's news. All the comforts of home, huh? If we go to trial, they'll be unleashed for days. There he is, the toughest prosecutor in Canada. How did we get so lucky? Oh, this is a high-profile case. Every prosecutor in Canada was lined up for a shot at us. I'm worried. I'm worried, too. If only we could have convinced Camellia not to testify. We certainly don't need her testimony.
They're determined to have their day in court. Wild horses wouldn't keep them from the witness stand.
Just hope it doesn't backfire.
Hello, Janet. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
And poor Camellia and Duke, how are they?
They're glad to be getting this over with.
Can you imagine? What's their line of defense? Is Camellia going, Camellia is going to be charged with murder, don't you think? And also, the people have said that Duke may be held as an accessory in 2 murders. Is that true?
I really wouldn't know what the newspapers are saying.
What is Camellia's state of mind?
Well, she's concerned, of course, but taking it in stride.
Well, I mean, is she all there?
I beg your pardon.
Well, the word is that she has had another relapse.
Camellia, I'm going to ask you one final time. Do you still insist on giving evidence in this hearing?
Yes.
Don't do it to save yourself. It's really not necessary.
The prosecutor doesn't have nearly enough evidence to take you and Duke to trial. If we stop playing right into his hands, he doesn't stand a chance of winning this hearing.
That's not the point.
The point is to keep you and Camellia free.
No, it's more than that. Camellia wants to bring everything out in the open. Perhaps the lies and half-baked truths have gone on for too long, and I won't let her go through this on her own.
I want to clear the slate. You see, it's the only way I can rid myself of this nightmare.
You think the witness stand is a soapbox? They're going to march right up there and tell their story for all the world to see?
The prosecutor's not going to let them get a word out about their defense.
He's a shark. He's going to tear Duke and Camellia to ribbons.
Yes, he will. At least we have a race in the ring.
Dr. Champlain.
Yeah. Don't call Champlain unless you see it's absolutely hopeless. What he has to offer may save Camellia legally, but it will destroy her emotionally.
Yeah, I understand. It is comforting, though, to know we've got a little something extra up our sleeve for the prosecutor. Can't be too prepared in court.
Yeah.
All rise. Order in the court. His Honor Judge Clayton Dernier presides. You may be seated.
May I remind both sides, this is a hearing. Our purpose this afternoon is to determine whether or not there is sufficient evidence to hold the defendants over for a trial. The prosecution may present its case.
Thank you, Your Honor. If it please the court, the prosecution contends there is ample evidence to try both Camellia Mackay and Duke Lavery. The crime we are addressing today, which involves both defendants to varying degrees, is the most serious of all, murder. There is no question the act was committed. There's no question who committed it. There's no question that it was deliberately covered up. All that's left of the court is to see that justice is served and the guilty punished to the extent of the law.
Don't mind telling you that I'm pretty scared for the future.
You're not thinking about leaving Port Charles?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
No.
What's left for us here? I mean, even if I had reasonable job prospects, I've got Robin to think of. Oh, I've made such a mess of her life.
What happened wasn't your fault.
Yeah, but I should have prevented it. You know? I'm determined to make it up to her. She must be feeling so insecure.
You know, whatever you decide or wherever you go, if you and Robin ever need anything,
I won't forget about you.
I'll always be here for you. I just wish I could say the same thing about Duke.
Your Honor, the prosecution grants its case is something less than airtight. However, the facts surrounding this bizarre event and its equally curious aftermath demand a full accounting before a jury empowered to convict the guilty. I'm confident this hearing will support that contention, and the defendants will be remanded for trial. Thank you, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to make an opening statement?
Simply that we wholeheartedly agree with the prosecution, Your Honor. There is no case against the defendants. And to prove it, they're prepared to take a stand.
You are aware, Mr. Kincaid, your clients do not have to testify.
Yes, Your Honor, but they insist on speaking in their own defense.
You may call your first witness.
The defense would like to call Miss Camellia Mackay to the stand, please.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. You do solemnly swear that the testimony you will give before this court shall be the truth, the whole